Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of MMI, Me, Myself, and I, formerly known as WTF Talks. Today I want to talk about asking for help. Recently, a coworker of mine had quite a few unfortunate events that happened to her. So I extended the offer to help her with her work when she felt overwhelmed, not with just work, but with everything in general. I also offered to lend her my ear. She was very appreciative, but she didn't take up my offers until my manager intervened, and she said she basically had to take some work away from her because her work was falling behind, missing deadlines. And so I'm just a little curious why some people can't or don't want to ask for help. In this example, my coworker would rather miss a deadline or hand in subpar work than just say, hey, I need some help, especially with what's going on with her life. And it's so understandable that she would need some help. So I turned to myself because I used to be someone who didn't ask for help. And there were actually a few reasons why I didn't ask for help. And I want to share those with you and share with you how I overcome them. And there was a time in my life that I took care of myself, of everything. So asking for help wasn't even on my radar. I didn't even remember asking for help was an option. I would often become very overwhelmed and then have a breakdown. I became aware of the pattern and I realized that I don't need to take care of everything myself. I don't need to take care of everyone else because if I am not emotionally and mentally well, I cannot help anyone. So I became alert when I start being or feeling overwhelmed or anxious, and then figured out what I can put aside for now, what I absolutely have to do, and what I can pass on and delegate. Which brings me to the second reason why I didn't ask for help, which is I wanted things done my way, and that is why I didn't ask for help. And it took a very long time for me to let go of the control. I asked for help and dictated how I wanted it done. I mean, I'm not a doctor. I'm not asking someone to cut an artery and they had to follow exactly what I tell them to do or else the other person will die. But I was so controlling that everything felt like it was cutting an artery. I saw myself asking for help, but I was not appreciative of the help. And that's not how it should be and not how I wanted to act. So then I asked myself, what is the main reason I asked for help? Was the task complete? If it wasn't, did the person help me a step closer to what I wanted to do? And if not, did the person I asked for help try to help to the best of their ability? The more I asked these kind of questions, I was able to detach myself from the task. And the last reason why I didn't ask for help was fear of not being good enough. I was scared if I asked for help, others may think that I can't handle it, or I'm not strong, or I don't have good time management skills, or I'm not working hard enough. And for many years, I put up this facade that I can do it all. And I could, but sometimes I struggled. I went into work early, I stayed late, and I took work home. In the meantime, I saw others doing nothing at work. They just socialized, and it bugged me. But then I realized I allowed that to happen. My manager saw that I could handle a lot, so they gave me a lot. And the fear of not being good enough dissipated when I looked at the situation more objectively. I looked at it from a third person's perspective and realized if I was a manager and gave one of my staff a large workload, I would never think they can't handle it if they came to me and asked for help. I would appreciate them for wanting to work to be done properly and ask for my advice. By seeing it from an outside perspective, I was able to get over my fear of others thinking that I can't handle my job. So I'm curious, do you ask for help? If you don't, why not? Maybe we can discover something together. Send me a message. Until next time, have a great day. Ciao.